Printshop is built right inside of Acumatica. Its design allows companies, specifically in the print and promotional industries, to operate under a single platform, so you end up with the strength of a modern, industry-standard enterprise resource planner and the functionality geared towards your business. In Printshop 2.0, we've introduced several exciting new features to better serve the print and promotional industries. You can now have multiple job cards associated with an order or with a line item, manage job production status, save job specifications as a template or to be reused for future orders, and associate those templates with a customer profile, use an online artwork approval workflow, easily manage split shipments, and more. Let's see what that looks like. Acumatica will tie your sales orders to your inventory, and your inventory to your purchasing, and all that will be connected to your core financials. Right now, we're looking at a dashboard, which is just one of the ways we monitor all the data collected. I'll talk more about this later, but for now, let's get into order management. To highlight the features that are specific to Printshop, I have opened a sales order. Designating the nature of an order can be done here. If you handle multiple products, some in-house and others outsourced, this can be defined at the order level. Under job aliases, we can select the type of order this is, like screen print, embroidery, or even add a custom type of your own. Each type can be configured to capture unique data points that are relevant to that job and needed to begin production. The event schedule section is here because we know shipping dates and times can get messy. If products are needed for an event, we can say when that day is and define an in-hands deadline for the day before. To keep the team organized, we can also state the production date and ship date. The workflow is defined here. On the order level, we can check for approvals or whether the products were purchased to keep everyone up to date. As orders move through the quote to cash process, Acumatica and Printshop will use the defined workflow to make sure that nothing gets pushed to production or out to shipping prematurely. You can see that Acumatica's order form allows for multiple means of adding items to the order, so you can be sure that one will fit your business. By using matrix items, Acumatica lets us speed up our order entry by viewing related items based on a template, all on the same screen. Ordering your logo on a t-shirt is easy when all you have to do is say how many you need in each size and color. Each custom item that will be in production will have a job code associated with it. Within that job code is where we will capture artwork information and details needed for production. An item can also have multiple job codes. For example, if a t-shirt has screen printed artwork, as well as embroidery, you can specify that and input details needed for each one. For an item with multiple jobs associated with it, you can define the sequence the work will need to be done in. You can also assign a single job to multiple line items in an instance where you might be applying the same artwork to multiple sizes of a blank item. So whether you need one job for multiple items or multiple jobs for one item, Printshop can be flexible to meet your needs. Before a sales rep hands this order over to an artist or production manager, they can run a pricing analysis to make sure that they are staying within an approved range of profit margin for an order. Let's take a look at the flexibility of working with job codes. Art can be new or reused from a previous order. If not already defined at the item level, we can identify garment information here. If you enlist multiple artists, you can assign a specific one to this order. And if there are any customer requirements, we can specify any instructions. This item needs to be folded and bagged instead of all packed in the same box. All the options here can be configured to your business or customer's needs. You can say where the art will go and which machine can perform that task. Since this is a screen print job, a place to select the color ink and type of squeegee has been added to make this template unique. You can even go deeper with squeegee angle and number of strokes. If we look at the other job code, which has been defined as an embroidery job, we can see some differences, like the options for stitch count and thread color. Built into the job code is a workflow for the approval of artwork. When art has been received by the customer, it can be marked ready for artist. In this example, we're working with a t-shirt, so when the artist prepares the logo that has been sent from the customer, it can be added here and the supervisor can be notified. Acumatica provides a task management system to assign tasks to specific users and keep everyone organized. The artist knows what to do and when, and there is no confusion about who is in charge of approval. This workflow is tracked until the art has been approved by the customer. At this point, we can take the image file and email it to the customer and ask for approval. Luckily, Acumatica is smart enough to know this, and the process can be automated once the art is ready to be submitted. If we search for emails, we can see an email has already been sent, and this is what it looks like. The customer can also approve this art in a provided portal. This will automatically check the art approved box from before. With the artwork now approved by the customer, this job can be moved into production. Using Acumatica's attributes, we can add whatever production stages are involved in your operation. As the order moves through these production stages, your entire organization, from production managers to sales reps, will have visibility into the status of the order. If a printed work order or traveler is desired, the information from the sales order and job card can be relayed into a production report to be shared internally or externally as needed. After production, this job can be marked for shipment. If the customer has multiple addresses, we can split the shipments into however many we need. By selecting an item and opening split shipment, we can see that we have 50 items in this job, and we are splitting it in half to be sent to their Fairfax location as well as their Los Angeles location. We can also upload a file with a list of addresses to import them all at the same time, here. When this is done, it will appear as more items on the matrix. The original item is left with 0 quantity because it has been divided into a split shipment. Once a split shipment is made, the taxes will need to be adjusted. That's why we recommend integrating Avalara with Acumatica. With Avalara, taxes are made simple. When you add multiple tax zones to an order, they can automatically be adjusted. If you're only responsible for order management and you rely on a vendor for materials and production, you can mark for PO and select a PO source. After selecting a purchase order source, you will be able to send a purchase order along with a production report so the order can be fulfilled by the vendor. When production is outsourced, Acumatica will record the link between the sales order and the associated purchase order that went to the vendor, ensuring that a sales rep will still have visibility into the status of an order once it is in the hands of the vendor. If this will be a repeat order, like a school who will need new uniforms every year, we can take all the information we have just entered and save it as a template. This template can then be selected to save time in the future. To save even more time, we can tie an item and the job code template we just saved to a customer profile. So next time that item is needed from the same customer, we can add it to the order from the customer items here. Earlier, I mentioned dashboards. With Printshop, we can add more detailed reporting to our Acumatica dashboard. Not only can we see how many new jobs we have, open jobs, and jobs that are already in production, we can see the types that we just worked with, like embroidery jobs and screen print jobs. Here we have 3 orders where the items have been purchased and 3 more where the goods have been received. Up at the top, there's a search bar that lets you single out a sales order to view its data specifically. Printshop also takes advantage of Acumatica's generic inquiries. Salespeople or artists can use this reporting tool to see key information across all of their orders in one place. There's a production calendar that lets you take a look at your orders from a calendar view to get a better sense of when your orders have been updated. New orders and orders that are in process or on hold, and even completed orders can be filtered. Do you work with Shopify or e-commerce platforms? You can sync orders and inventory with Acumatica over multiple e-commerce stores. Let's say I want to add a single Shopify store. I can apply multiple entity types. For each entity type, the sync direction can be identified between import, export, or even bidirectional. That means that orders, customer profiles, and payment information can be pulled into the ERP for processing without lifting a finger, while production information like pricing and availability can be pushed to the e-commerce store from the ERP. With this two-way communication, I won't need to go back and forth between platforms, and I can do this with as many stores as I want. As part of Acumatica's optional CRM suite, you can even have a business-to-business customer profile. This would be a great place where customers can see inventory information and order history, as well as place more orders. Multiple e-commerce stores would also mean the need for multiple warehouses, which can be added here. Each warehouse can have multiple locations, and each location can have multiple items from your inventory. If your inventory runs low, Acumatica can assist your purchasing team through its robust replenishing logic. With automated purchasing suggestions, you will be able to improve your fulfillment rates while lowering your carrying costs. At its core, Acumatica offers robust financial accounting and reporting tools. Here's an example of a profit and loss report of the last year that can be used. On the sales side, we can analyze profitability. Here's the sales profitability information displayed using Acumatica's generic inquiry tool we saw earlier. We can sort this by any of the columns listed, like inventory, customers, or the salesperson involved. At InfoSourcing, we continue to be committed to the success of our customers. Here are the product updates you can be on the lookout for in the next version of Printshop, thanks to a collaborative effort with our current customers and prospects. Are you ready to transform your business with Acumatica and Printshop? Visit our website today to schedule a free and custom demonstration.